So I'm happy to be here with Patrick Bosteels, who's going to be leading a workshop tomorrow on lean startup. Now, Patrick, everybody that I talk to about startups always has a brilliant idea, ranging from the classic, I want to set up my own restaurant, I want to set up my hotel. I've done that myself, and I don't really want to ever do that again. And the road to a successful startup is often not the road you would expect it to be. And how do you actually get ahead? How can you see the future in a world of chaos and of uncertainty? Can you tell us about what you're going to teach us tomorrow?
Yeah. It's actually not teaching, it's more like a workshop. This means it is an engaging way of trying to find out for yourself that the idea that you have, or that the idea of having your own startup makes sense. So in the end, what you do with Lean Startup, which is actually described for the first time by Eric Ries, is that how do you start a startup? What is the method? Because before that it was more like trial and error. You start and then you say, oh, it doesn't work.
Gut feeling.
Yeah, it was a gut feeling. Then you say, that's maybe not a good idea. And especially after the .com, we saw that too many good ideas stranded and came to nothing, and a lot of investors lost a lot of money. So after that we had kind of people who tried to find out, is there a method to start a startup, and how can I increase the success of that startup? So actually what you do with Lean Startup, which is a very simple method, there are 9 things to validate, like is there a market, is there a business model, is there competition, for example. So by validating your idea through these 9 fields makes you it's an exercise for yourself to see, I love my own idea, as every startup, he loves his own idea, or she loves her own idea, but is it making sense? And actually what you do is, you're trying to find out, does it make sense? So the failure is on paper, and not on doing it, and then say, oh, I just lost $100,000 now, because I didn't really think about if there is a competition, yes or no. So the failure is on paper, you iterate on paper, and then you start it. So the failure rate is lower when you do something like Lean Startup than when you just start and then see what happens.
Good. It's important to talk about it before you actually do it, and bringing the right people together, which we're hoping to do tomorrow, having a picnic as well, and we want to keep it fun, so everybody brings their fresh ideas and their good energy, and hopefully a few great startup ideas will emerge out of it.
And we hope to see you too.